We are really delighted to welcome all the participants and the esteemed panelists to this episode of Amrita Oval. My name is Lakshmi. I work as Assistant Manager, Career Counselling and Coaching at Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Coimbatore campus. So today, I'm going to be the moderator for this episode of Amrita's Oval. At Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, we aspire to join hands with institution, parents, and guardians to provide value-based education and mold the character of the younger generation through a system of wholesome learning. Amrita Oval is a debate which is actually a formal presentation of arguments on both the sides of a question before an audience. So it is actually the easiest way or a technique to express your thoughts and your views. And it's the simplest form of learning or the way of learning. So decades of academic research has proven that there are numerous benefits as a part of engaging in a debate. We hope to provide experiences that are conducive to life-changing cognitive and presentational skills. The debaters may acquire unique learning benefits as they master and polish the skills far beyond what can be learned from any other setting. The Amrita Oval aims to help audiences and learners to see the power of deploying rational, reasoned arguments and compelling evidence in action. It sets an example of ways to elucidate our standpoint through utilizing rhetorical eloquence. We also aim to demonstrate the skills of researching, organizing, presenting information in a compelling fashion. There are a lot of other areas or the skills that we hope Amrita Oval will help the learners to demonstrate. You'll be able to gain knowledge across several disciplines that might not be something related to the normal academic subjects. It will help you to improve the confidence, the bias, and the self-esteem. It helps you to be an engaging and active and be part of a learner-centered activity. It enhances the ability to structure and organize the thoughts. It helps the learners in analytical research and also sometimes note-taking skills. It enables the learners to form a balanced, I would say, have an idea about the informed arguments, how to use reasoning, how to use evidence and all. Amrita's culture of education helps to inculcate in our students the right ethos to be rooted in the values of Dharma, which we call as the righteousness, Karuna, which we call as compassion, and Shraddha, that is mindfulness. We believe that Amrita Oval can demonstrate and aid in learning in, some of the important skills that can be transferred to any aspect of your life, thereby falling in line with the vision of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham that we call as education for life and education for living. So before we start the session, I'll just quickly move through the rules of the debate. So the most important part of the debate is the motion, which is actually the topic of discussion, which is clearly here. Social media has become an essential tool for effective educational management in the modern age. There is a sequence also that has been shared with all the panelists. So our debate starts with the first round is like the first section or sequence is like an introduction from all the panelists. Then the people who are, or the panelists who are speaking for, both of them will provide their views. There will be a cross questioning round, and the people who are against, they will also present their views at the second part, and there will be a crossfire round. Then there is a grand crossfire, and also there is a summary that will give a chance for each of the speakers to communicate. So here, there are certain timings that's allotted, and everybody should have been previously informed about the timings, and they have to follow that. And the moderator is somebody who has opened the debate and also responsible for the points of information. So let's say after a speech, the speaker has discussed something, and the speaker who is not from the speaking side, who is from the debating side, he can offer some points of information, relevant information that can be used to refute the speaker on what he has said and all. And there are certain general rules also for the debate. No expression shall be accepted which is offensive, personal, or defamatory in nature. And no revision of position of speaker is permitted during the debate. And he who asserts must prove, which means in order to establish an assertion, they can get support of the materials, evidence, or logic. The speakers can do that. And in the questioning round, the questioner may ask any fair or clear question that is related to the debate. And I would request everybody to maybe have a pen and notepad by your side so that you can take notes when are necessary. And even the participants also can provide their opinions in the chat box so that towards the end, our speakers will also have a discussion on that. And yes, I'm really happy to welcome Dr. Jegatheesh sir from Sri Shakthi International School, Ganesh sir from AKR Academy, Then we have Vidhyasankar sir from Palaniappa International School and KK Ganesh sir from SBOA School. So here, speaker 1 will be Dr. Jegatheesh sir, speaker 2 will be Vidhyasankar sir, speaker 3 will be KK Ganesh sir, and speaker 4 is Ganesh T. So in this order, we'll be performing the session. So yes, I would request to start from speaker 1. The initial round is just a brief introduction about yourself, maybe your profiles, whether you're standing for or against the topics, maybe why you have taken such a stand, your likes, dislikes, and everything. I'm really happy to invite Jegatheesh sir.
Respected moderator, fellow debates, and esteemed audience. Myself, Dr. Jegatheesh, principal of Sri Shakthi International School, Avinashi, Tiruppur. I'm a passionate biology teacher, the author of 3 books, and educator with over 14 years of experience in nurturing young minds and building responsible citizens. I hold a doctorate from Wildlife Institute of India, Dehradun, a premier national institute where my research focused on science and conservation, fields that demand both sharp observation and continuous adaptation. These same principles, I believe, are essential for education in today's fast evolving digital world. Throughout my career, my mission has been create not just academically strong students, but socially aware, ethically driven citizens, individuals who think critically and act responsibly. Today, I rise to strong support the motion. Social media has become an essential tool for effective educational management in the modern age. Why do I stand for this? Because I have lived this transformation as a biology teacher, as a school principal, as an author and motivator. In short, social media has not distracted education, it has empowered it. I repeat, it has empowered it. It has helped me teach better, lead better, and connect deeper with the learning community. I'm not just here to debate emotion. I'm here to voice the truth of 21st century educators who are using modern tools to prepare students for the modern world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So I think I would like to welcome Vidhyasankar sir.
Om Namah Shivaya. Good evening to everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
This is Vidhyasankar, Principal, Palaniappa International School. I have almost completed 3 decades in my service as education. I started my teaching in 94 way back after completing my post-graduation. Every teaching has always given me a lot of insight. Whenever I go to the classroom, I always feel that every day I learn new things from students, from my teachers, from my colleagues. So I take this opportunity to greet all of you, all the panelist members, panelist colleagues, Lakshmi ma'am, and other participants. It gives me immense pleasure to join this wonderful evening. As I had been in many countries, traveled abroad, seen the education and taught different students of almost 40 different nationalities. I could see this social media has taken a big lead in transforming the education in general. It has also created interest among the students. It has also created a vibrant community participation. Children could easily connect the subject easily. It has been a platform which has been, I think, a long time waiting for students to explore this. So I am for the topic, and I am deeply moved by the way in which the social platforms are being increasingly dominant in providing the educational management in particular. So thank you so much for joining. I hope this coming few minutes or few hours, that few minutes, but we are going to spend will be an eye-opener for all of us to make sure that social platforms are being judiciously used. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to interact with everybody.
Thank you so much, sir. And I hope for the another 1 hour, it's going to be a really interactive discussions. And I hope all the educators will get a lot of takeaways from the event. And I would like to welcome Ganesh, sir, for the first round, in which you can introduce yourself and give an idea to the audience that whether you stand for or against your topic of discussion.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. Thanks to the Amrita entire team. And I'm Ganesh, principal of SBOA Public Senior Secondary School, Coimbatore. I've been into this teaching profession for the last 25 years, taking up a lot of responsibilities right from the teacher. I always take the credit of sharing my knowledge, whatever we learn. And to be very happy that I started my career as a teacher in Amrita Vidyalayam. So where a lot of learnings, or I own what I am today to Amrita Vidyalayam learnings that I had in my initial period, where every child is being respected and every child is unique, what I personally feel. And I've been a regular writer for Hindu and Times of India with whatever small knowledge and information, whatever I have, all connected to very practical informations. And I love to be with the children always, as they keep me inspiring, as they keeps me surprising every time when I meet every child and when I talk to them. Every aspect they try to surprise me. That is why I'm still in my teaching profession, and I thanks to the Almighty for what I'm today. And first of all, let me thank the Amrita University for taking up such an initiative of conducting such a session, which is the need of the hour, right? The social media, which is completely now occupied. And it's the right time that we need to discuss about it. And it's not a matter of, again, debate or who is going to win or who is going to lose. It's a matter of sharing our experiences and the perspective view, what we look at. So a true success of any scientific advancement lies not just in its creation, but in how responsibly it is applied. So I strongly believe it, right? So, and we need to ensure, being an academic team, to guide the children in the right way, guide our teachers in the right way, not to make them panic on every new coming up. So we need to associate, as changes are the permanent thing in this world, we need to get adapted into that. But at the same time, how safely can we overcome this? How safely can we keep our teaching community and the students' community in a very positive and a healthy way is what I'm about to discuss with you all. I don't think that I'm going to speak against or what it may be. It's something how safe we can be in this world of social media, where the good and bad both are thing, and it is our duty to identify and rightly guide our children and the teachers, right? And my sincere thanks for the management in Amrita University for giving me this opportunity, and best wishes to all the co-panelists. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. So we have one more panelist. I think sir has not joined. He's trying to join. Ganesh sir from AKR Academy. So we'll just continue with the session, and once he joins, we can take his opinion also. So we are moving to the first round of the discussion. So this is going to be a round where 10 minutes is given to each and every panelist. So initially, the panelist for in the motion 4, they have to present their views on the topic. So it will be in the same order. Speaker 1 is Jegatheesh sir. Speaker 2 is Vidhyasankar sir. Speaker 3 is KK Ganesh sir. And Speaker 4 is Ganesh T sir. So I would request Jegatheesh sir from Sri Shakthi International School to just give your ideas or the views on the topic. It's going to be the constructive speech from sir. Yeah.
Yes. Once again, happy evening. And we have to strongly support the motion. Social media has become an essential tool for effective educational management in the modern age. In today's 21st century educational ecosystem, Social media is no longer just for entertainment. It has evolved into a powerful engine that drives learning, communication, collaboration, and innovation. Platforms like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc., and X have reshaped how we manage, deliver, and experience education. Let me explain this transformation using a major four solid pillars that prove social media is not a distraction but a necessity in this modern education. Point number one, the real time communication. Social media bridges communication gaps by offering instant updates and connectivity. Imagine a school needing a declare a sudden holiday due to weather. A WhatsApp message or Facebook post reaches hundreds of students and parents instantly, avoiding delay or confusion. During the COVID-19 pandemic period, the platforms like Telegram, WhatsApp, Remain, and Google Chat were not just helpful, they were essential. Teachers sent homework, test reminders, and even motivational messages to students every day. You have to uh, quote from the education thought leader, George. Social media is not just a communication tool, it is a relationship building tool. I repeat, it is a relationship building tool. The real-time communication builds trust, reduces misunderstandings, and keep institutions agile in responding to students' needs. And the point number two, the promoting collaborative learning. Learning is no longer confined of four walls. The social media promotes peer-to-peer and teacher-student collaboration in powerful new ways. Students today from Discord servers or Facebook groups to discuss assignments, share notes, or host doubt clearing sections. Teachers use Google Classrooms for collaborative projects, feedback, and open discussion. And here I can say an example. Lot of schools created a private Facebook group. Teachers posted daily learning videos and quizzes, and students engaged in discussions, creating the dynamic digital classroom. Social media turns education into living, breathing conversation, not a one-way lecture. It is also enables the global collaboration. Students can now engage with peers from across the world, expanding their worldwide view and intellectual understanding. And I can say another important point regarding this wider reach of branding for institutions. Social media is a powerful branding and outreach tool for schools and colleges. Institutions today use Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube to showcase their academic excellence, students' achievements, faculty profile, and campus culture. I can say some few examples. The top institutions like IITs, even our Amrita University, have vibrant YouTube and Instagram channels. They posted campus tours, student blogs, competitions, and academic content, attracting future admissions, partnership, and alumni engagement. And the marketing expert, Seth Godin, said, people do not buy goods and services, they buy stories, relations, and magic. Yes, education institutions, they share their story through social media, build trust, visibility, and a strong public image. And the point number four, access to educational content and trends. Perhaps most empowering feature of social media is a democratization of education. The quality learning is how accessible to everyone anywhere. Platforms like YouTube have become the second largest search engine for learners. Students look up everything from physics tutorials to history documentations, everything they can see. Teachers use LinkedIn and X to explore educational trends, attend webinars, and join learning communities. Nowadays, a lot of YouTube teaching tools are available. Social media also helps educators up to date with the trending topics like AI, the artificial intelligence in education, gamification, or student mental wellness, ensuring they remain the current and relevant. Now, I conclude the social media is not a luxury or threat. It is a vital partner in modern education. It enhances the communication, enables collaboration, amplifies institutional reach, and ensures access to top quality content for all. Let us not fear this tool, but use it wisely with purpose, balance, and responsibility. Much like knife in the hands of a surgeon. I repeat, knife in the hands of a surgeon. Social media, when used ethically and intelligently, becomes an instrument of healing, growth, and transformation. Let us use social media with purpose to build better learners, better educators, and better society. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you so much, sir, for your views.
Welcome.
Yeah. So I think we have Vidhyasankar sir here who is going to give his views also regarding the topic. So yes, I would request Vidhyasankar sir to share his views. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Again, once again, when I was traveling a few weeks ago in a bus, I saw a small child around 3.5 years. She is actually studying in a school in Coimbatore. She was traveling towards Avinashi. So I was happened to sit near her. Child was actually having a mobile. She was seeing some educational videos. Even she took a leave. She was going for some other work, but still, the parents were engaging her productively inside, even in the bus. So that's one of the advantage if the child misses. But the question mark is whether this kind is required, or even for that small child. That is a different question. But the social media has penetrated right from nursery child to the PhD student. We have never seen cell phone in our hand, never. Even till I think at the age of 30 only I seen one hand phone. But now it's not like that. Everybody, parents have given access to all educational, all the gadgets. The children got already used to the social media platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, everything. Anyway, they are spending time for reels or for different things for entertainment. Why can't they do for the educational purpose? So it is very important for all of us, especially when the children are there physically with us, we have some tasks to be completed at home. The parents can help. The parents also can. Sometimes the parents may not have time to sit with the children. That time these social platforms, they help. They get their friends. Sometimes they even they get the subject expert so easily online. They get the online content so easily. So sometimes whatever they want to ask in the class, they may hesitate to ask in front of everybody. But when they go in online, when they go in social platform, they feel at ease to clarify doubts. So social platforms, they engage productively. Only thing, again and again, the point which comes to us is how to guide them properly. They should use judiciously, and they should know to what extent they should use. So definitely the one point is the student's engagement. The student engagement, especially of the school hours, during the holiday time, during the Sundays, how they can productively engage themselves either in any field. They get the expertise, they get the feedback, they get the opinions from subjects. So I strongly feel social platforms, they help us to engage the students productively. That's point number one. Point number two, they also upgrade the 21st century skills. When they use, I remember very well, the student is ready to even produce the video content. They can make the video content, online content. It's not very easy to make an online video content. They have to do research, right? They have to refer the books. They have to read many things, and they have to interact with people, and they produce on their own. So it's all about they in that process of making video content or online content, they create, they innovate, they rigorously go through the text very well. So these things will help them to acquire the 21st century skills, which is of paramount importance today. So the second point which I wanted to say, that the social platforms largely help the students to get the digital literacy and the skill building, which is very, very essential for a student to survive. The third point which I have to tell is, the students get motivated, they get recognized so easily. And very importantly, in a platform like social, like WhatsApp, or they keep the status even. When they achieve something, they keep the status. Many people appreciate immediately, which seldom happen in a classroom. In a regular classroom, what happened when a child raises a question, they immediately, as teachers or elders, sometimes we unknowingly, discourage the children from asking doubts. But that doesn't happen in social platforms. They have freedom to express. There are no boundaries of learning. So there they contribute to the learning, as well as they also get recognized immediately. So one of the beautiful things that happens in the social platform is immediate recognition. So they get encouraged and motivated again and again to do innovation, to do creation, which is actually the important thing that we need to have at the end of education. Actually, the education means we have to make them how to learn. That is completely being processed in the social platforms. Only one thing is, everywhere there should be a checkpoint to govern these social platforms, to handle these social platforms. The children should be educated. We need to empower our teachers. We need to empower our students. There should be a webinar like this to educate them. There should be in-house programs. So it should be a part and parcel of the education system, where both monitoring, guidance go along with creativity and innovation. That is where as teachers, as administrators, our role play a crucial role, play a crucial part, a pivotal part, where we are like a gardeners, making sure that unnecessary things do not grow up, prop up. Because one of the important challenges that I think my friends are also going to speak about it, the distraction, which they might explain well. So, in conclude, what I am trying to say, number one, they get the students' engagement very well. That's one important thing. Second thing, the digital literacy, it's the modern 21st century skills, right? Then they also learn ethics of, online ethics, online class ethics. They learn how to behave, how to interact in a panel, how to listen to the online classes. They learn so many things. The third point which I want to tell, they also get peer recognition, which will elevate the standard of learning, elevate the standard of education, which will largely help our children to really understand the meaning of learning, which is very, very important. So it is very important. This social media platforms, if they are used judiciously, I am sure today's learners will be tomorrow's best citizens of the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, I think there are a lot of teachers or educators who have started typing their opinions in the chat box. We will look into that also. So before moving to the next part, I would request Ganesh, sir, if there are any queries or something. So it's a part of Crossfire or any opinions from your side. Yes.
I like to, I think rightly said by Mr. Vidhyasankar and Dr. Jegatheesh. Of course, we need to embrace the new innovation, new things coming up. We can't go with the old ideology saying that no, these things are all can't be accepted. We need to move around with the world. At the same time, how we educate our children matters a lot. There, our role is very, very significant, as rightly said by Mr. Vidhyasankar at the end of the session. A lot of things are there. How are we going to educate them? So enjoying it is something different. At the same time, how caution we need to be, and our role as an educators to update our children matters a lot. So shall we go with my presentation?
Yes, sir. I think I would take some opinions from the chat box also. I think most educators are concerned about what about parents, maybe about social media addiction. It's more of how to monitor them. It's like we have seen a lot of governments or a lot of countries, they have set a specific age also for limited usage and all. So that is, there are a lot of concerns from different educators here. And it was very helpful during the pandemic time. I think Jasmine ma'am have typed something like that. But there was a wide gap between teaching and learning, at least in case of few students. That's what the opinion is. And when it comes to education system, most of them are losing the skills, something like thinking abilities, writing skills. I think Ramanan sir has such an opinion. So yes, towards the end of the session, you can directly interact with the panelists, and towards the end, we'll just give you the speaker permission. So everyone will be able to interact with the panelists directly. So I think we'll move to the next round. So I'm requesting Ganesh sir to, if you want to share the slides, I think you can just, yeah. Okay, sir.
Yes. See, first of all, we need to thank the technology, right? Because if technology would have been not there, you can imagine how the pandemic session would have gone through, right? We really need to thank the technology, which really connected us and the children, and we were able to deliver the academic, whatever is required without keeping our children left with no other choice, right? So of course, we need to thank the technology for 2 years, and I really now feel, I want to share my credit to the teachers who were very tirelessly, they were working on it and meticulously planning how to engage their children, even though despite a lot of challenges were there, with regards to the technology, to the devices and other, platforms and other things. Now, before I take you all to my presentation, a small presentation where I'm going to speak about, educate about the other side of technology, where we as a parent, as educators, as a parent, need to convey this message very strongly with the children. They can't be left at us. And everybody, as sir said, started with Vidhyasankar, his journey in a bus, keeping a child occupied with a mobile phone. Yes. And my point of view in this regard is, we as a parent at home, we need to ensure that we should know how to engage our children. If a gadget is going to engage our children, it's going to be a big challenge for us, right? So where we lie is our interaction becomes quite important. And now we don't have enough content like our earlier days, how our grandparents, our ancestors did it. No, we don't have any other choice. Even I have seen many times in a theater, in a mall or anywhere, if a child immediately starts crying, a mobile is given by the parent and the child aram se sits across and enjoy it. Fine, what are we doing there? We are completely engaging the child in a gadget rather than, I feel, as our inefficiency to handle the children or connect with the children, talk to them, show them. Even when we travel across along with our family members, you could have seen in a car, most of the time, all the 3 members will have except the driver. Unfortunately, he has no other choice. So everybody will be there with a mobile scrolling on their own world, right? I see this and I usually think about myself. In my early days, when we travel, we really need to look around, the beautiful world, the shop, what kind of people are there who are traveling. That's another part. Now, I would like to take you to a small presentation. Is the screen visible? Can you see the screen? Yeah, thank you. It is something starts with connected but compromised. This is what I would like to speak about, how social media reshapes the education, right? One part is about the distraction over the discipline. When the social media is built, just a minute, allow me a minute, please. So the distraction against discipline, right? The social media is built normally, we get distracted towards it. And every academic post become a gateway to scrolling reels and distractions. Of course, everybody will agree with that. And irrelevant notification breaks their concentration, right? And mental health troll is a very important aspect. The pressure to be always on the online causes anxiety and burnout, not only for children, even it is seen in adults. Students suffer sleep deprivation and social pressure. Teachers can't disconnect even on a weekend or a holidays. Some misinformation and miscommunications, right? How quickly an information is being spread without knowing the genuinity of it. It's being spread very fast. The message without the tone leads to a lot of misunderstanding. Important gets lost amidst the jokes and the memes. Of course, now everything is seen as a meme, right? And if a person is talking about or as advising, he's been called as a boomer uncle or something, who keeps always advising, right? So a lot of beautiful names have come out, how they call, and everything is seen in a very sarcastic way, right? The official and informal messages get mixed up and confusions arise. The challenges of social media in education settings, right? Excessive screen use reduces real human interaction and mentorship. This is what I was talking about in my beginning of my session. The digital reliance weakens the classroom bonds and the personal guidance. Teachers face burnout from constant online engagement and messaging. Pressure to stay active on social media disrupts the work-life balance. Today we wake up, scrolling the phone, swiping it off, and seeing what message is there in WhatsApp or Insta or Facebook, right? The social media lacks the proper educational regulation and oversight, risking and misuse. The digital risks in the educational use of social media are quite challenging. The students and teachers' data, or we don't have a secured platform. The personal information may be misused. The lack of privacy setting poses a lot of safe threat. And you could have seen now the artificial intelligence behind our all social media pages. You spend more than the particular second in viewing any particular videos. That becomes your taste, assumed by the artificial intelligence, starts showing you such a relevant messages, right? You like or dislike, you spend for more than 2 to 3 seconds or 5 seconds viewing on this particular video about it. If it is good enough. If it is on the other end, you can think about the child starts getting only such messages somewhere, misleading or inducing the child to view all such an unwanted websites and pages. Online harassment affects students' well-being and mental health. As rightly said by Vidhyasankar sir, instant appreciation is always good. As rightly said, and I also stay with his point. We always get an instant appreciation, and everybody in this world are longing for its appreciation. But that becomes an addictness. Now what happens, what we could see around us, children influenced by the Instagram reels and something, do all sort of rubbish, make all the behavior aspect, show them in a very low stage or something, and try to gain the views. Now, more than information, more than the knowledge, how many views I have got, how many likes and dislikes I have got, matters a lot now. And that becomes children, most of the children are getting addicted to that. And if one wrong example is presented, and that becomes a roadmap for others. Oh, even I do this, I get spotlighted. So we need to ensure these kind of the funny elements being presented, or I could see a lot of youngsters, young children in the social media platform, presenting themselves in such a funny way, just to attract the people. Is this what we are looking at? Is this what the generation we are looking at? Right? The online harassment affects the students' well-being and mental health. Right? And the erosion of professional boundaries. Right? Now mixing up a teacher and a student getting connected in an Instagram or a reel, where the personal boundaries are disconnected, and they may be able to see their person. See that those are the personal platform where we need to keep across and connecting or having a casual chats with the children. We may not be having a professional boundaries, right? And we need to ensure we always need to respect the children, encourage them, do all these sort of things. But at the same time, we need to have a thin line where we need to ensure the children doesn't cross that, or even we cross that, right? And gossips and rumors in students groups harms the trust, and comments passed, and we could see many children, right, with viewing their comments in such a filthy languages, are getting affected by that, the mental trauma. They couldn't come out of it, right? The mixing the personal and academic messages creates a lot of confusions. I want you to present this slide, a very important slide, a report, the annual status of education report, right? It's quite alarming, where the digital literacy, 82% of the children aged 14 to 16 in the rural India, right, know how to use the smartphone. The purpose of usage is another question mark that we need to look into. 57% of the children use smartphone for educational purpose in the week proceedings, while the significant 76%, here I would like to underline, 76% use them for the social media. Around 90% of the boys and girls reported having access to the smartphone at home. A notable gender gap exists, with 36.2% of boys owning a smartphone compared to the girls. The digital task on the survey day, 70.2% of boys and 62.2% of girls could complete the digital tasks like setting an alarm, browse for information, and locating, sharing a YouTube video. Another important information, right, by the NCPCR, where it clearly picturizes, right, the messaging versus learning. You can see 59.2% of children use a smartphone for instant messaging and applications. Smartphone possession, 30.2% of children across all age, that is 8 to 18 years, possess their own smartphones. Social media accounts, surprisingly, 37.8% of 10-year-olds have a Facebook account, and 24.3% of same age group have an Instagram account. Good, but how far it has been utilized? The health impact is more important. Adverse health impacts, you could see the study indicated a direct relationship between age and having social media account. It also noted that the mobile phone use before sleeping leads to adverse impacts like sleep disorders, sleeplessness, anxiety, and tiredness. Teachers' perception, 54.1% of teachers believe that smartphone use in the classroom is immensely or somewhat distracting. So these are the information, alarming information, which we need to educate our children, right? Children, there are so much of goodness in it. At the same time, know this before. Like you could have known about the myth of the swam, which could able to differentiate the milk and the water. Now, we need to ensure, more than providing no awareness about any other aspect, the next generation should know about the other side of social media and how safely they can be in this world, because it is going to be very, very crucial, where we need to educate our children very commonly about all the other side and take them to the right sense, right? These are the information that I would like to share in my first discussion, right? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, there were a lot of points. I think majority
Thank
of
you.
the educators have already typed in the chat box the statistics and all of them.
Thank you.
So yes, thank you so much everyone for sharing your opinions. Now, if there are any queries or any opinions that needs to be shared from the speaker 1 and 2, that is Jegatheesh sir and Vidhyasankar sir, I would, yeah.
See, one of the important thing in social media as sir was telling, but the important thing is immediately we get recognized, that becomes an addiction. That is true. We also tend to become, addicted to that. We try to crave for more and more recognition, which goes beyond certain limits. I think there we should have the best way of doing things is to create awareness, to educate the children, to educate all the stakeholders, educate the parents, educate the students, educate the teachers, educate all the leader educators. No, that can be done only possibly with the orientation programs, where the schools may organize orientation for parents, orientation for students, or rather with even subject experts, guidance and counseling people who have already started positive solutions. Where how to minimize, where he was saying, sir was saying, Ganesh sir was telling about the fine line which distinguish between how to cross that limit, where to stop them, where to allow them. So I think that education is required from all these sides, not only from one side, from school side, from the parent side, from the the community side. In all the way, in all the sites, we should have the awareness program, which is like this webinar is one of the program which gives insight. People with those who are attending may give a thought. Always discussing about a particular thing can help us, can stimulate our brain to go for a better solution.
So yes, I think Jegatheesh sir.
Yes, I also agree with the point of Mr. Vidhyasankar sir, and even the presentation done by Ganesh sir is really, it's a eye opener. And also I already mentioned, like, there's a social media is like a knife. Based on the user, it may differ. Definitely we should educate. Then definitely it will go on the right track. Yes.
I think in the chat box also majority of the educators are concerned about the skills.
Yes.
What about critical thinking and all of that? I think majority of the educators are concerned about what about the skills that when it comes to children. So yes, before moving to the summary part,
just can I add one more
yes,
point?
sir, yes,
That
sir.
actually one more point which was brought out also. The especially the life skills. The children are not forgetting to write. These are trying to forget correct English, correct language, whether in English or Tamil. All the web languages have come. I think it is very, very important to use proper language in all the system, where the children should be allowed to write, should be allowed to play, allowed to do things in proper way. Then only the life skills can definitely be improved.
No, this every teacher will have that experience, the spellings and everything, the way in which they are writing, everything. Yeah, almost all the teachers might have experienced something like this. So before we close, I think if there are any, I would say participants or attendees who want to share their opinion, I'm requesting them to just raise your hand so that I'll be able to just update the allow to talk. Okay, I think I have given Sir speak permission. Can you just unmute and talk, sir? V.V. Ramanamurthy. Yeah.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yeah, good afternoon.
The topic was excellent, and only one thing is that the social media, whoever puts the material, what is the authenticity of that materials which are put inside the media? As we prefer for the books and all, but the materials which are kept in ChatGPT or your all YouTubes and all, what is the authenticity of that materials? That should be known for the children. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. I think that is also something that's relevant. We need to understand the source of information. The type of literacy we call
It's
it.
one of the challenges actually. It's one of the challenges, the authenticity. Because sometimes we don't know, we all get carried away by the news which instantly comes, which says it's like a breaking. Whether really it is an authentic, that I think should verify with a proper official website or official news channels. Even CBSE itself is facing a lot of problem. During the result time, almost every single day there will be some rumor coming from different platforms. So I think it's very important to regulate the things which are floating in social platforms. I think government agencies are also involved, and so I think everywhere there should be a guiding force which should monitor everybody. I think it will take some time for everybody to do that.
Yes, sir. I would like to add a point here. Now, if we ask a children to prepare or write an article about it, instantly they go for ChatGPT, right? And the moment you type a content, you get how many words you want, 200, 500. Easily it is available. Good. Now, this is going to be the next generation, how it is to be. Now, they are slowly losing their personal own creativity. And instantly you say they can download and they can get it done. So now what we could do is, instead of neglecting the chat GPT, we can educate our children about how to prompt the chat GPT properly and get it done. So in schools, we can provide an awareness about the children, conduct a session for them. How good we can develop our prompts to the chat GPT to get the right sense, because which is going to be the next, the generation is going to be AI. So those areas we can seriously think about, bring some lot of innovative sessions, right? Speakers who can really speak about it and create some awareness about how efficiently it could be utilized. This is what I would like to add from my end. Thank you.
So yes, I think we need to teach them also regarding the prompting. That is a very important concept nowadays. So yes, before moving to the summary part, I would request everybody to fill the feedback and also the attendance form that I've shared in the chat box. So yes, I think we have missed Ganesh sir in today's event. He was not able to join. Now we'll move to the final part where I would request all the speakers to just give us a summary in the same order, speaker 1, speaker 2, and speaker 3. Maybe any points or any tips also that we as educators can use when we're dealing with the children, or any tips to deal with the parents when it comes to these topic. So yes, I think Jegatheesh sir.
Yes, ma'am. I can give you the summary. So, lot of points we have discussed and a lot of things we have learned and learned. Anyway, I have stand with my own thing. So, as you already mentioned, the social media is like a knife. In hands of the skilled doctor, it saves lives. In the wrong hands, it can cause harm. Likewise, when used wisely, social media is not a distraction. It is a tool of transformation in education. The real-time communication between schools, students, and parents, collaborative learning beyond classroom walls, institutional visibility and outreach, and access to free, quality content across all corners of our nation. In a diversity country like India, where some villages may lack quality infrastructure but not mobile phone, social media becomes the great educational equalizer. I used to say educational equalizer. And schools, educators, and students who approach social media with discipline and creativity are already seeing these benefits. And social media has made education faster, broader, and more inclusive. It empowers educators to manage, communicate, and inspire more effectively. It brings global knowledge into the palm of every student's hand. Let us not fear the tool. Let us teach how to use it like a doctor with a scalpel, with precision, care, and purpose. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. And yes, before we move forward to collect the opinions, I think there are people in the chat box who are concerned about the parents. I know we all educators are also parents, or we all are concerned about how to use. I have seen this, and I think last month or something, before the schools are opening, the school is planning to use a new software. They have a one-day training program where all the parents are assembled, and the school is teaching the parents on how to use the software or how to use this application so that it will be effective. So these type of initiatives are also taken from different school sites so that we'll be able to car I would say, the query in the minds of the parents to some extent. So just wanted to share a thought also. That's why. So requesting Vidhyasankar sir to.
Yeah. Would like to conclude with three important things which I was stressing. One is definitely the social media enhances the student engagement. If guided properly, the engagement will also be proper and will be productive and will be interactive, participative, innovative, and creative. Second thing is it also helps us to enrich our skills. There is no doubt children, learn how to make use of the digital platforms properly. The digital skills are nurtured. The modern 21st century skills are nurtured. They know how to create a content. They know how to make sure that the content reaches everybody in an innovative way. Third point is definitely they also get recognized very fast. They also get encouraged very naturally. It becomes a natural process for them. But at the same time, what we need to do, as Lakshmi members rightly saying, it's important to create awareness. In fact, when we, even the similar kind of things we did in our school as well, we actually, in fact, some parents, they know how to handle the apps, how to handle things. But some parents, they do not know. In fact, we identified the parents who were struggling to adapt to the situations, the apps. We called them individually, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, we talked to them. One from office, one from the teaching side. We had an engagement with them. And now we are sure that our all digital platforms of our schools are handled properly. So it's important to educate them. It is important to empower them with training. I think these two will help or will actually make the social media platforms more engaging and more productive. Thank you, ma'am. And the learning becomes joyous and everlasting and meaningful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So yes, before moving to Ganesh, sir, to all the attendees or the participants, we have shared a link here for your participation details and also for the attendance and feedback. So kindly fill that. Okay, thank you. So yes, I think we'll move to Ganesh, sir. Yeah. Sir, your thoughts? Yeah.
So I would like to conclude with these important points, right? Social media may connect people, but education is about transforming them. It's more important. Classrooms should remain spaces for contemplation, not notification. We need digital tools, yes, but let them be secure, structured, and designed for learning. And let education remain a pursuit of excellence, not popularity. So with this, it's our great role as we come up. Right, we need to embrace the new technology. Today AI, tomorrow we don't know what is going to come up. So we have to face it. We can't get away from it. We have to go beyond it. We have to connect it, and our core duty will be how far our children are holding it very safely. So we need to understand this, and we will do that. Thank you so much for the great opportunity, and it's been a great learning talking to Dr. Jegatheesh and Vidhyasankar. A lot of information to today we got to learn about. Thank you so much.
The same too, sir. We also learned a lot of things. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Ganesh sir and Vidhyasankar sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all the attendees, and thank you, Amrita, for doing Wonderful job. Always with Amma's blessings, I think the meeting will go on track.
So thank you so much, everyone. Special thanks to all the panelists and the attendees. The attendees were like, they were eagerly sharing all their opinions in the chat box. And the recordings, we'll be sharing it to you once it's uploaded in the YouTube channel. So you'll receive the links soon. And those people who have not filled the form, I'm requesting them to fill that. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a very great evening. Thank you, all the panelists and all the participants. Thank you all.